I done made it. Get so like a spaceship. I swear my life is amazing. Blowing money, no hesitation.
All right, Coach, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with the New York Giants. Two one-loss teams set to lace it up. This ought to be fun, and we're underway on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. They start on the ground with Elliott. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. The veteran Connor Barwin in on the stop.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Prescott now on second down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. A first down throw for Prescott. And his throw is incomplete. Jeff Swain, the intended receiver. And now it's second down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Prescott from the gun. Drops it underneath to Elliott. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
They'll run with Elliott. And an alley to run. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Looking left side. That's caught by Macklin. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down. Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. This is Elliott. Fights off the defender, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down. So add that tackle for a loss to the 2 that he had a week ago.
And you know what he's doing right now?
Smiling?
Yeah, definitely doing that. But he's also patting his guys on the back, his defensive front, because they're keeping him clean, meaning no one's getting to him as a blocker. He's able to run to the football, and the plays he's making, he's spilling them in the offensive backfield.
He's going to find his man. That's Tavon Austin. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tavon Austin, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. First carry for Jonathan Stewart. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score. Looking to throw on second down. He dumps it off to Barkley. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a third down. They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And the third down pass falls incomplete. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. And out now come the Cowboys. And coming up on their second drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice, that it all came together. But I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
A second down throw for Prescott. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Damon Harrison breaking through to get him for a loss of 7. That is a sight, a sack that Giant fans hoping to see more of this year.
Well, we know they put a big emphasis on it in the offseason, and it paid off in a big way early in this game, getting to the quarterback. The Giants know they have to get their pass rush pumped up.
Here's Prescott. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defense defensive teams think they come in bunches. I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. On first down, it's Lauletta. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap to Lauletta. To Barkley on the check down. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 7, and just like that, it's 3rd down. A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Lauletta back to the air. And he'll be hit from behind and taken down. Cliff Averill in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here's Riley Dixon now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. Here's Austin. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The
leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Second down, Prescott. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Alec Ogletree not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9.
41's the whip.
3rd and long for Prescott. Being chased out left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
Fielded at the 20. Oh, able to avoid him. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Giants with a football here as we begin quarter number 2 as they take over following the punt with a 1st and 10. Lauletta now to throw it. He hits Stewart in the flat. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Back to throw, Lauletta. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Lauletta. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. And the head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. That's into the hands of Gallup over the middle. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a 1st down. On 1st and 10, Prescott. He's got his man in the crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Throwing, Prescott. He finds his target, it's Schultz. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. First time that they called his number tonight, and it gets him a 1st down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
Looking to throw, Prescott. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's going to be taken down, but not before reaching the 15-yard line. A very solid gain of 27. A first opportunity in the red zone for the Cowboys. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. Now back to the ground with Elliott. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. That's their second, so they'll have one remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. Here's Prescott. They'll roll him out right. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. They'll try to throw now. Prescott.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right.
And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. B.J. Goodson in there to get him for a loss of a yard, and it'll bring up third down. Prescott on 3rd and goal. The quick slant caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Able to hold him to just 2 yards, and now it's 4th and goal.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And my goodness, this is incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And this Giants defense able to come up with a goal line stand. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Now that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
From the end zone, Larletta. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Shepard. And he's able to get this up just shy of the 15. That'll go for a gain of 13, helping big time to get away from that end zone. First down. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. On first down, Larletta. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Watch him now, Barney. Now let's go.
Out of the gun, Larletta. Open man right side is Ingram. Takes this one up past the 20 after he's able to make a man miss. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Let's not quibble about the game there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives them much better opportunity to convert on third down.
Flushed out right. And Ingram holds it in. It'll be a pickup of 4. Good enough to earn him yet another first down. First down now, but the clock continues to move.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did incompletions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. To the air yet again, Lauletta. And he will go down. A Cowboy sack. And a timeout here. Timeout taken, whistles blown. Timeout taken by the receiving team. As they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. Now Austin. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And now here come the Cowboys. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
Hey, a simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position where we were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence, not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Now that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there because trying is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize it is broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. This is taken around the 12. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it. And we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Now here's Lauletta. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And he's able to get up here to the 26. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. A final shot before the break for Lauletta. And off his back foot, he'll heave this one deep. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. You sure you're ready for the 3rd quarter? Need to use a bathroom or anything? All right, cool. Let's go. So we have come to halftime here in Dallas with the Cowboys out in front. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors. But overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Here we go.
They go back to Stewart on first. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
Well, as this game continues to evolve in the NFL, you know how much coaches love run after catch, but you know what they love even more? Completion.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away. Whatever you get after that is almost gravy. That's how a lot of these receivers are being taught now.
Here's Lawletta. He finds Beckham complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. So following the holding call, what can they do here on third and long?
Watch it now, Barney. Set. Green, 39.
A shotgun snap to Lawletta. Looking for his receiver, Sharp, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
Well, you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Let's go. Let's finish now.
Prescott now on second down. Forced out to his left. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Prescott from the gun. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field. But they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. Manning and the Giants come up now 1st and 10 at their own 27. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. First thrown out for the backup Manning. Eluding the pressure right. Looking for Ship. And he fires one that's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10. Following the interception, here's Prescott. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was trying to get it to Ezekiel Elliott, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
The touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Flush to his right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott, escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Janoris Jenkins with good coverage that time as he was able to get in there and knock it away. Out now comes the Cowboys punter. He's been terrific so far. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. And now out come the Giants. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Throwing again. Manning over the middle to Beckham. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A Giant 1st down. Manning to an open Beckham.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of the defense.
It's caught. Beckham. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Again, it's Manning. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against them.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. 27%. Again, they'll throw with Manning. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Sean Lee, the linebacker, able to get a hand in coverage.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
The Giants on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Manning to throw once more. Complete over the middle to Hardy. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. And they're able to get this one down to the 25. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. They go play action here on 1st down. And this is caught at the 8. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Sterling Shepard, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Giants able to get this back within a touchdown. Rosas now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you'd think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
Prescott on 1st down. Over the middle, the connection to Hearns. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He hits Beasley right side. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. Prescott now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. The give is to Elliott. And an alley to run. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
It's coming now.
Again, it's Elliott. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with third down looming. The offense on third down tonight, it's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. They're looking at third and a few inches. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Buying time to his left. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a first down. Now a play fake here on first down. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. Dalvin Tomlinson continuing to fight downfield. The big tackle gets him for a loss of 11. Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Now Prescott. Flushed out right. Throw right side, taken in by Gallup. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Prescott now. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. What a difference a week makes. 5 interceptions in their last game. Here we are, fourth quarter. He's played mistake-free football.
And I'm sure that we can look back on the past week and say, okay, he spent time in the film room and they worked on his mechanics. Sometimes it's just your team believing in you, your coaching staff believing in you, and you relax and play to your potential. He's doing that in this game.
He's going to get it running right. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
A second down throw for Prescott. And too much on that one. It's out of the back of the end zone, incomplete. First quarter, Charles, you really emphasized the importance of winning the turnover battle as a visiting team, as an underdog. They haven't forced a single turnover in this game.
And right now they're losing, so no turnovers might lead to no victory.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal. Here's Prescott. And Beasley's got it. Touchdown, Cowboys. Cole Beasley, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. Really got the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And New York set to take the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Manning and the Giants come up now 1st and 10 at their own 26. On play action. Now Manning sliding out of the pocket. They'll let it go deep for Beckham. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
They fake the handoff. Now Manning. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is caught at the 20. It's a big-time play there for the G-Man. 56 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hardy. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some up.
Touchdown number 1 of the NFL career for young star Saquon Barkley, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. And that moment we just saw, always so special for any rookie, the first touchdown of his career.
And there's nothing like anticipation, is there? You know he's been dreaming about it, thinking about it. It's been a part of every bit of his being. And finally, it gets done. He's got to feel great right now.
That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. I don't want to say that they're completely against the wall here, Charles, but all of a sudden, with the run that they've been on the other sideline, this is down to a 3-point game. They got to be careful.
Not much space from their back to the wall, though. So you're exactly right. They've got to be careful here. But this is where the value of note-taking and recall comes into play. What was working earlier? Why was it working? Can you get those types of matchups again? And can you run those plays that get you a little bit...
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Janoris Jenkins. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Sean Lee, the Pro Bowler, there for the tackle. From midfield, here's Manning. He finds his target, Beckham. Manning able to find OBJ there for a Giants first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Throwing now is Manning. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. David Irving with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8. Third and long for the Giants, and Eli following the sack. Shotgun now for Manning. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. This offense converted once on fourth down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Now Manning, gotta have this one. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Sean Lee. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? He's having to run with a running back or a tight end. In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. So we come up here on 1st and 10. They keep on the ground with Elliott, and he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Prescott now on 2nd down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Here's Prescott, eluding the pressure right. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. This is taken at about the 14. 12 yards on the return that time. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. And New York set to take the field. Manning and the Giants come up now 1st and 10 at their own 26. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He'll be dropped at the 30. The shifty move couldn't free him. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now Manning throwing on 2nd down. They're bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That'll put him at 96 yards receiving now for the game, and he's got a first down as well. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Throwing on first down is Manning. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Very sharp here to start this drive, 3 for 3.
Yeah, I like the way he's running this 2-minute drill. Very sharp, very precise in throwing the football.
And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Delvin Breaux with a pick. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Agreed, that's twice now in this 4th quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
Get out.
Another carry tonight for the workhorse Elliott. And he's brought down. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers. They're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column.
Then we're going to 53.
Now a first carry for Donnell Pumphrey. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A lot of people call the toss a probing play to see what they can get against the defense, to see how they adjust and react. Their probing's working pretty well. That was a very nice run.
A give to Elliott. It'll go as a gain of 9, and that should write an ending to this one. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. They come out here in the I. Now Elliott. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
Here we go, 46.
Well, Prescott here to throw. Dancing to his left. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here. 2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Alec Ogletree. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, partner, still a head-scratcher to me how this one ended. Down 3. I just thought, no matter the situation, you're in a spot where you can kick that field goal, go to overtime. Why not do it?
And this is where I think the analytics guys are going to continue to get more and more traction in the league. We've talked about different people now saying, I need a game management coach, someone in the booth to take the emotion out of it.
I woke up